Hi, welcome back to our channel, all about you, all about me. And as we've said before, my name is Rosie, Carla, and Rosa. Um, Today we're going to talk about finances.
Or money.
Our money, okay? It's like however you want to call it. Um, one of the biggest fears I had about retiring was, would I have enough money? Could I survive? Because let's face it, I like living from paycheck to paycheck because I like spending all that money. I like buying nice things. Um, and I realized that I spent a lot of money on dumb little things that I never used. I would order things from Amazon that I didn't really need. I would order things from Macy's, you name it. I would order it, and I'd have a lot of things and a lot of expenses, but nothing that was bringing me all that much joy, or it wasn't a need. So I've changed that. Um, Now it's like, do I deprive myself? No. If I want to go out to dinner, I'm going to go out to dinner. The other day I complained because I met one of my friends and we went to this new place I had never heard of. And we went there and she said, "Oh, this is kind of cool. What they do is they do little plates. And then you go order all these little different things. So you try a lot of different things." And I thought, "Oh, I think I would like that."
Mm-hmm.
And so we went, and they were little plates. So, we got 3 little plates, um, cauliflower, a little rib, and I don't remember what the third one was, but we had that, and we split and we shared. And, I don't need that much anymore. So, and she said, "Oh, should we order more or should we get a dessert?" And I thought, "Oh no, let's get a dessert." So we got a dessert, and the dessert was actually a lot bigger than the little plates. But I was glad because the dessert was delicious.
Okay.
And then we finished, and we split the bill, and and I got home, and my husband said, "How was it?" I said, "Well, we had these little plates," and he said, "Oh, okay." He's like, "And what did you think?" I said, "I don't think it was worth $84." So, but was it fun? I love sitting there and talking to her. So I thought it was worth it in that sense because I enjoy spending time with her. And it's nice when you have somebody that you've known for forever and you talk because, you catch up. So that was that's priceless. So, but the food was it good? Yes. But everything is so expensive nowadays, but it's like, and so I have the ability to do that, to just go out and splurge. And it's a trade-off for things that I really truly enjoy instead of having all those little trinkets that just stay in the closet. So finances or money now I see it differently. I see it so differently, and thank the Lord, there's always enough. Actually, there's always more than enough.
That's really good.
So I am very grateful for how my life has changed.
I think that was one of the major reasons I wasn't ready to retire, was the fact that could I make it? Because when you're a teacher, you have all these opportunities to make a little bit more money here, make a little bit more money there. And then again, I think we mentioned it in another video. Who am I besides a teacher? What am I besides a teacher? What all of these questions bombarded me, and I felt so insignificant without that title. So as I'm learning to navigate this whole thing about being retired and figuring out my money situation, I am actually learning that I do have enough. I do have more than enough. And I am able to do things that I want. And I am learning that it's more important to go ahead and buy what makes me happy. Whatever makes me happy, that's where I spend that money. Of course, I still have my responsibilities, and I take care of my responsibilities, and I work every month to make sure those responsibilities become less and less and less. I think that is critical for all of us that are working towards our financial freedom and liberation. And I'm loving the fact that I have certain people that I follow online, like Tiffany the Budgetista. I love her program. And there's a new one I found, the Dow Jane, which is very interesting. Now, I'm not willing to pay these people any money. Sorry. But I can listen to them and get that feedback or little tips that help me make better financial choices, which I've been very excited about. So I'm loving that. So that's one thing. But I think for the money situation, being honest with where you're spending, writing it down, looking at it. Am I behind here? Am I ahead here? We all have those. And sometimes we spend just to make ourselves feel, I spent just to make myself feel better. And did I feel better? No, because then the bill came and I was super depressed because I didn't have any money to pay the bill. So it was this vicious cycle and yes, that's how I felt better. Then I'd go eat. And then again, so I have food, which was blowing me up. And then I had all of these bills. And all of a sudden, with retirement came a certain sense of maturity, which just until now, as I'm thinking about it, that happened because I retired. I was able to sit down and spend time with myself and really look at what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and how can I financially be more independent? Because I do want to do more things. I want to be able to afford more things. When I know that one of the things that I'm kind of pumped about is my grandson is playing club, and everybody whose children have played club, it's not cheap. However, if I stop spending careless money over here, then I have the resources to be able to travel, to be able to do things. I also know ahead of time that in a couple years or a year or so, he will be traveling because he's one of the younger kids. He will be traveling. So you got to get ready. Knowing that this is coming, knowing that this is something, you have time to prepare for those kinds of things. So what's happening with money is I have a respect for money, but money does not control me. Money does not determine. There's enough money for all of us. We can all get it, but we just have to be open to receive it and positive about it and be responsible with spending it. Okay, and that's what I'm learning. Now, is there a lot more to learn? Of course. Every situation, there's a lot to learn. But as we grow, even with however young you may be or however old you may be, there's always that opportunity for growth. With growth comes choices. With choices comes a better lifestyle. So just understand that we all have options and nothing is at the end. Okay, there's nothing at the end. So I'm sorry, Rosa.
Oh, okay. I was so into what you were saying that I thought you were going to keep going, which I would have loved it because I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And you know, and I love my sisters because we were all working at the same place,
Yes.
different grade levels, and
Yes.
we've known each other for such a long time.
Right.
And
20 plus.
and yes, 20 plus years, yeah, absolutely. And and just to have them with me even after retirement, not working,
Pretty special.
it's pretty special.
Yes.
So in a way, I am glad we're talking about finances and money, because isn't that why we work? A lot of us get lost, and sadly, my opinion is that we forget that God is our source, and we make money our God, and we justify why we must make this kind of money And one of them, a big one, a big justification is, well, I need to help my kids. I need to help this. I need to help it. And believe me, I am the number one person on that, because having an only child really, really has cost me greatly. But looking at it, I think about it, well, at the end of the day, what is money but a word? And not that I'm saying that it's not worth having. Believe me, it's very, very important. Money is important, ladies and gentlemen. Money is important. It is a symbol of power to me. It is a symbol of wealth. It is a symbol of freedom.
Yes.
But it is not God.
No, it isn't.
Nope.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so what I just want to say is that I have been very fortunate to have and not to have. Maybe I should do it the other way around. To not have and have enough for my wants.
And then have more than enough.
And
for
then,
your wants.
yeah. And then, I decided that, I would enjoy my life and stop giving. Because giving,
clarify,
giving as much as I give out, because then I had to go out and work and make money. So when I retired, I realized just how much we spent.
Yes.
As teachers, we spend so much money. If it isn't a shower, if it isn't a birthday, if it isn't a retirement, if it isn't Christmas, and mind you, this is not times one. At times you're grade level people. Sometimes you have 8, sometimes you have 10, sometimes you have 5.
Right.
I realized just counting how much money we truly, truly spent.
Don't forget the birthdays for your class.
Oh my gosh, and the
Christmas, the beginning of the school year.
Of the school year.
Yes.
And of course we did culmination. We were 5th grade teachers. And then the Christmas and then the parties.
You celebrated your kids.
And teachers, you don't realize just how much you spend. You think you're making money, but in reality, I'm sorry, I think we're in the red here. So I am a lot better off now that I'm retired than I used to be. I didn't think I was. But I am telling you, money is a word that is needed in our vocabulary because it is good to have.
And it's part of this world.
And it is part
of this world.
Right.
We need money. We need money for survival. Money is an essential part of this world. But the reality, as you said earlier, the most important thing is taking it back to God first.
Right.
We don't need money with God.
We
just need our relationship to continue to grow and build and know that He is the end all to the be all. So that is important.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, please do. And and as I was hearing the girls talk, I'm thinking, of course, I love money. Don't take me wrong. I love money. I love cruising. I love spending. I love gambling. I love money.
I don't think you love money. I think you love the things you can do because of money.
Yes.
Because loving money is... What is loving money?
Yeah, she caught me. Yeah, she's right. I enjoy having.
And she taught me that. Okay.
Yeah. I enjoy having money because I can go out, I can buy, I can do.
Yes.
But you know what? Honestly, I don't put it above God. If I need money, guess who I go to? The source.
The source.
And and my husband even says, how do you spend all this money? I go to the source. Somehow it finds me. And you know what? I enjoy every second of it. So if I have it, I have it. Because I have the freedom to do what I want. I have the wealth part of it because I can have it and spend it the way I want. Right?
Yes.
And then, and it's a symbol of who you are. So a lot of it has to do to how you take care of it. Don't give it all the power. Don't give it all the power.
Yes.
Because it you'll lose it. The more you fight for it, the less it comes to you. The less you worry about it, all of a sudden, opportunities show up. So I'm enjoying my money,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm enjoying God a lot more because God is the one that I go to when I really need it. Mhm. And so I still get to give out to my son and my grandchildren and do what I want to do. And, you know, and God, I ask you right now in front of all these people that are listening, give me enough to go cruising because that's what I love to do.
I love that.
Money's
I love that.
money. I enjoy having some money to do what I enjoy
Yes.
doing.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes.
And that is money. So,
Yeah.
anything you guys want to say before we close?
Well, you know, I think that looking back, we really spend just as much. It's just that we spend it differently.
On
It's
us.
like, yeah.
Yes.
It's like before,
Yes.
my biggest term wherever I was like, "Oh, I need that for my kids."
Oh my gosh.
That, and my husband would look at me and he'd look at the cart and he'd say, "For your kids?" And I would say yes, because I gave a lot to my class. I
know you
really
did.
really
I
did.
know you did.
I love those kids, and you know, I gave a lot to them. And now it's like I'm sitting going, "Ooh, I'm putting this away for that little trip. Ooh, I'm putting this away for, you know, Christmas." I have the money to do
Yes.
more things with.
Yes, yes. And that doesn't mean that you're still not giving.
No.
Okay?
We're still
Because
giving.
there are certain things, like anytime I come over to my sister Rosa's house,
Mm-hmm.
I don't bring lunch. I don't bring water. I bring me. And when I walk in, it's like, "Honey, I'm home." And of course, she has set up this amazing spread with anything and everything. And every week it's different.
Mhm.
So it's not that she gives to us. We give to each other.
Yes.
We don't necessarily give the same way, and that is okay. And I think that's important for us all to understand, that we don't have to compare with anyone else.
Mhm.
We give how we want to give from our hearts. You know, if you don't know what to do, you don't have to, okay, you bought me this, let me buy you this.
Right.
That's not what it's about.
Uh-huh.
And I had to learn that the hard way, because somebody would buy me something and immediately I'd have to buy them something else, and I'd have to make sure it was bigger so they could really like me, they could really appreciate me.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what, honestly, this was still going on a couple years ago. Not with my sisters, but they would check me a lot. Do you realize what you're doing, Carla? But until I was open and available to see it, no, you're wrong. And as I'm going through this process of growing, and that's the one thing about retirement that is so exciting, I'm open. I don't have to worry about the kids at school. Let me focus on them so I don't focus on me. And I think that's one of the main challenges of being a teacher, that they don't have the time to really focus on themselves. They're so focused on giving to the community, to their children, to the parents, to whoever needs it. And this has been an exciting journey for me, to be able to look outside and look at myself.
Yeah.
Some things I liked, some things I didn't. But the whole process is growth.
Yeah,
We all want to grow.
definitely.
So, is there anything else?
Just think about personal growth. Think about you. Think about what's good for you.
Yes.
Everyone has their own you. So don't worry about the other you.
Yes.
Worry about your you.
That's all that's important.
And
in your
just
realm.
know that you're growing, and that's really life. You need to grow every day. Every day at night. What did I learn? What did I learn? So thank you.
Yes.
Yes.